Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Today, we're taking a look at a TOEFL writing task 2 question, an academic discussion question. One of my students faced on an exam last weekend. Okay, so say the professor is asking this question: what should a company base its promotion decisions on? Okay. So for those of you who are kind of unfamiliar with this topic, it's related to work. So here they're talking about promotion decisions. So a promotion is something you receive when you do really well at work. And basically, if you receive one of these, you're gonna get paid, more money. You have a new title, you have more responsibilities, you have to work on more difficult and challenging assignments and tasks. So I'm sure most of you guys are already familiar with this, and maybe some of you have already experienced this or know somebody who's experienced one of these. So here we have our two students. Let's call them Andy and Betty. So Andy is saying it should be based on an employee's job level. So if you don't know what job level is, this includes a couple things here. So I just added them just to give you guys an idea. The titles, right? Like maybe a person is a senior engineer or a junior, something. Functions, so this is just about their responsibilities, like the kind of things they have to do, what they're responsible for. And there's other aspects of job level too. You don't have to go into too detail with that, but just giving you some ideas here. And working hours, so how many hours do you work in a week, right? 8, 10, 12. Are you allowed to work overtime, right? So is this important when it comes to receiving a promotion? Like, hey, John or Mary, they're working 50, 60 hours a week. They deserve this promotion. Like Rob over here only works 35 or 40 hours a week. Is that a factor we should consider when it comes to giving someone a promotion? I don't know. You tell me. Betty here says it should be based on an employee's job performance. So her argument is like, I don't care if that person has a higher status than me, right? Or I don't care if that person is allowed to work more hours than me or does naturally work more hours than me, or, they have, some higher skills and things like that. What matters is like how well this person performs on the job. Basically, are they successful? Are they achieving what they're supposed to be achieving, right? Are they accomplishing some important goals for the company? So that's her argument right here. So it's kind of like a choice question, I guess. So for my notes, you don't have to take notes, but I just wanted to so I can show you some ideas here. I agree with Betty. I feel like performance is really important here. And my reasons for this are, the results matter at the end of the day. So when you have some workers, employees, I think for me, or at least from the company's point of view, whoever's just basically achieving what they're supposed to be doing, that's what's important here. Because if they do a good job on these assignments, tasks, projects, whatever, services, then obviously the company is going to make tons of money. And, that's the goal of every company, to bring in that revenue. If they're not able to sell anything, then what's the point? Second reason, if you have a second reason, I thought like maybe fairness, because if somebody is doing well on the job, I think they deserve to be rewarded, right? They deserve to have those raises, that, beautiful promotion. It only makes sense to me. What if you have a coworker or colleague who is more skilled than you or has a higher, a better title than you, but the person's lazy and they don't really know what they're doing? They're messing up. Is that fair to you? Probably not. It doesn't make any sense. So let's take a look at a sample response I came up with. Well, I definitely think that a company should decide promotions based on an employee's performance. Okay. The main reason is that an employee who performs well on their job has already demonstrated, like basically they've proven that they can already produce excellent results, which means they will most likely be ready to accomplish or achieve more complex tasks, projects, and responsibilities. So nice topic vocab related to this theme of work, right? However, if a promotion decision is based strictly on an individual's job level and total hours worked, so now I'm critiquing the opposite choice or the opposite reasoning that Andy was presenting. This does not necessarily guarantee a person will be successful when they take on new assignments and responsibilities. And why? Why is that? Kind of prove the point. Be very clear about this. This is because regardless of their rank, like their status, their title, right, experience, so they could sometimes you have more experience than you working there. That's how like some of these people sometimes have these titles to begin with. But just because they've worked, at the job for more years doesn't necessarily mean they're better than you, right? It depends on your results. Like that's what we're kind of arguing here. And time put in if they are currently not performing well on their duties. See? They are less likely to show the same degree of effort when it comes to facing more difficult tasks and assignments after receiving a promotion. So, if you promote those people just because of seniority, right, or their title, or, maybe they're just working more hours and whatnot, well, it's not going to necessarily guarantee they're going to do well when it comes to this new line of work after they've received that promotion, after you promoted them. So, if the person is lazy or they're incompetent, they're going to mess things up. That's just the way it is. So that's the argumentation I have here. So reason number 2, if you have one, you don't have to, but if you did, that's great. Additionally, it is considered fair when employees receive promotions based on their performances and not their titles or other factors. So the second reason wasn't necessarily about the results, but fairness. What's right? What is the right thing to do? Again, so here I kind of argue my point. Their achievements and results are what matter because these are what generate revenue for a company, right? They produce money for that company. In some cases, employees who have done an excellent job at work have helped their companies produce millions of dollars. And it's true. We've all heard of those, amazing employees. It is not unheard of. So here, there's a little reaction I just added at the end. And let's say I just ran out of time here, so I'm not going to get to the conclusion. That's fine. In this case, I had close to, I believe, 200 words. You don't have to have this many, but if you did, like the closer you are to that word count, it means, you have a lot of ideas and your response is pretty well developed, but you don't have to necessarily have 200 words, so don't worry. Anything over 135, again, means you're doing really well here. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.